Imagine walking through the haunted halls of Moundsville Penitentiary, where every creak sends chills down your spine. Prepare to explore the spine-tingling corners of America, where history meets the supernatural. From the eerie remnants of Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum to the ghostly cells of Moundsville Penitentiary, these are the top 20 eerie locations that promise to give you goosebumps. Number 20. Amityville Horror House, New York. The site of a brutal family murder in 1974, the Amityville Horror House inspired a famous horror story and numerous films. Known for its haunting legends, the house is reputedly home to malevolent spirits. Visitors and former residents have reported eerie cold spots, disembodied voices, and ghostly apparitions. One former resident claimed to wake up every night at 3:15 a.m., hearing whispers urging her to leave, ultimately leading the family to move out. Number 19. The Stanley Hotel, Colorado. This historic hotel inspired Stephen King's The Shining, and it's easy to see why. The Stanley Hotel exudes an eerie charm in Estes Park, Colorado, with its grand architecture and isolated setting. Rooms 217 and 407 are particularly known for ghostly encounters. Guests have reported seeing apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and experiencing sudden temperature drops. One guest found an old photograph of a hotel maid in his room, the same ghostly figure he had seen the night before. Number 18. Lizzie Borden House, Massachusetts. The site of the infamous 1892 axe murders, the Lizzie Borden House in Fall River, Massachusetts, is now a bed and breakfast where guests can sleep in the very rooms where the crimes took place. Paranormal activity, including sightings of ghostly figures and strange noises, has been reported by visitors and staff. One visitor heard footsteps and a woman sobbing in the middle of the night, leading her to the room where Abby Borden was murdered, but no one was there. Number 17. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia, was once a hospital for the mentally ill. Today, it's known for its haunted tours and ghost sightings. The asylum's long and tragic history, combined with its decaying architecture, creates a chilling atmosphere. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing strange occurrences. A tour guide saw a little girl in an old-fashioned dress playing in the hall, only for the figure to disappear. Number 16. Eastern State Penitentiary, Pennsylvania. Abandoned and foreboding, Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia is a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. Opened in 1829, this prison was one of the most expensive and famous in the world, designed to inspire penitence in the hearts of criminals. Today, its crumbling cell blocks and vacant guard towers create a chilling atmosphere. Numerous ghost sightings have been reported, including shadowy figures, ghostly footsteps, and distant, echoing voices. One particularly eerie encounter involved a visitor who felt a hand grab her shoulder, only to turn around and find no one. She later learned that the cell she was near was where an inmate had committed suicide. Number 15. The Queen Mary, California. Permanently docked in Long Beach, California, the Queen Mary ocean liner is famed for its luxurious past and haunted present. This retired British ocean liner, which sailed its maiden voyage in 1936, is now a hotel and museum. Guests and staff have reported numerous paranormal occurrences, including sightings of former passengers and crew, unexplained sounds, and even ghostly children playing near the pool area. A night guard heard splashing and laughter in the empty pool area and saw a ghostly figure of a little girl who vanished as he got closer. Number 14. Salem, Massachusetts. Known for the infamous Salem witch trials of 1692, Salem, Massachusetts is steeped in dark history and paranormal lore. Visitors to this historic town can explore sites like the Hawthorne Hotel and Old Bearing Point Cemetery, both reputedly haunted by restless spirits. The town's eerie ambience is palpable, with reports of ghostly apparitions, disembodied voices, and unexplained phenomena. A local historian saw spectral figures walking through the cemetery at dusk, their forms flickering in and out of view. Number 13. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, California. Once home to some of America's most notorious criminals, Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary in San Francisco Bay is shrouded in mystery and ghostly legends. The prison's solitary confinement cells, known as the Hole, are particularly notorious for supernatural activity. Visitors and staff have reported hearing clanging metal doors, disembodied voices, and cold spots. A former guard recounted hearing his name whispered in the dead of night and feeling a cold hand on his shoulder, only to find the cell block completely empty. Number 12. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Kentucky. Once a hospital for tuberculosis patients, Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky, is now famous for its ghostly inhabitants. The building's dark corridors and decaying rooms are said to be haunted by former patients and staff. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing disembodied screams, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. One visitor described seeing a young boy named Timmy who rolled a ball down the hallway, only for it to be pushed back to her by unseen hands. Number 11. Bodie, California. Once a bustling gold mining town, Bodie, California, is now a ghost town preserved in a state of arrested decay. Walking through the abandoned streets and buildings, visitors often report feeling an eerie presence, as if the spirits of former residents still linger. Ghost sightings and unexplained phenomena add to Bodie's reputation as one of America's most haunted ghost towns. A visitor shared a story of seeing a figure dressed in 19th century clothing standing in the window of a house. When they entered, the room was empty, but the figure's reflection remained in the glass, watching them leave. The most spine-tingling locations are still to come. Keep watching as the hauntings get even more intense. Number 10. Bell Witch Cave, Tennessee. The Bell Witch Cave in Adams, Tennessee, is linked to one of the most famous hauntings in American history. The legend of the Bell Witch tells of a spirit that tormented the Bell family in the early 1800s. Visitors to the cave and the nearby Bell family homestead report eerie phenomena, such as disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and unexplained noises. One group of visitors heard a woman's voice chanting an old hymn inside the cave, but the singing abruptly stopped when they approached. But the most spine-tingling locations are yet to come. Number 9. McRaven House, Mississippi. Dating back to 1797, McRaven House in Vicksburg, Mississippi, has a history filled with tragedy and death. Known as one of the most haunted houses in the United States, it's reputedly home to numerous spirits. Visitors and staff have reported seeing ghostly figures, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling an unsettling presence. One visitor saw a woman in a long dress standing at the top of the stairs. As he approached, she slowly faded away, leaving a cold spot where she had been standing. Number 8. Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, Illinois. Known for over 100 documented ghost sightings, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois is a hotspot for paranormal activity. This desolate cemetery has a long history of eerie events, including phantom vehicles and ghostly figures. One visitor reported seeing a ghostly farmhouse that appeared to float above the ground and then disappeared as they got closer. Another common sighting is the apparition of a woman in white, often seen sitting on a tombstone. Number 7. Whaley House, California. Built on the site of San Diego's first public gallows, Whaley House is renowned for its ghost sightings and strange occurrences. The house's history of tragedy and death contributes to its reputation as one of the most haunted locations in America. Visitors and staff have reported seeing apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling cold spots. A visitor saw a spectral woman in period clothing walking through the parlor and vanishing through a wall. Number 6. Marshall House, Georgia. Located in Savannah, Georgia, Marshall House is a historic hotel known for ghostly children running in the halls and other paranormal activities. During the Civil War, the hotel served as a hospital, and the spirits of former patients are said to linger. Guests have reported hearing children's laughter, seeing ghostly figures, and experiencing other eerie phenomena. One guest saw a ghostly figure of a nurse tending to invisible patients in the hallways. Number 5. Brennan's, Louisiana. Situated in New Orleans, Brennan's restaurant is haunted by its original owner and former chef. The building's storied past, combined with New Orleans' reputation for the paranormal, makes it a focal point for ghost hunters. Visitors and staff have reported hearing footsteps, seeing apparitions, and experiencing other unexplained occurrences. A waiter reported seeing a ghostly figure of a chef in the kitchen, only for it to disappear when approached. Number 4. Bonaventure Cemetery, Georgia. Located in Savannah, Georgia, Bonaventure Cemetery is known for its haunting beauty and ghostly encounters. The cemetery, with its moss-draped trees and ornate tombstones, has an eerie yet peaceful atmosphere. Visitors have reported sightings of ghostly figures, including the famous Bird Girl statue that seems to move on its own. One visitor saw the statue's eyes follow them as they walked by, an experience that left them deeply unsettled. Number 3. Villisca Axe Murder House, Iowa. The site of a brutal and unsolved 1912 murder, the Villisca Axe Murder House in Iowa is one of the most infamous haunted locations in the United States. 8 people, including 6 children, were found bludgeoned to death in this small, unassuming house. Visitors report eerie feelings, unexplained noises, and ghostly activity. One visitor heard children's laughter and saw a shadowy figure of a man with an axe, making the hair on the back of their neck stand up. Number 2. Moundsville Penitentiary, West Virginia. A Gothic-style prison in Moundsville, West Virginia, Known for its oppressive atmosphere and paranormal activity, Moundsville Penitentiary attracts ghost hunters and curious visitors alike. Reports of ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and eerie cold spots are common. One tour guide reported seeing the ghost of an inmate walking through the cell block, only to vanish when approached. Number 1. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia. Once a hospital for the mentally ill, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia, is now known for its haunted tours and ghost sightings. The asylum's long and tragic history, combined with its decaying architecture, creates a chilling atmosphere. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing strange occurrences. A tour guide saw a little girl in an old-fashioned dress playing in the hall, only for the figure to disappear. That wraps up our journey through some of the most eerie and haunted locations across the United States. If you enjoyed discovering these spine-chilling spots with us, subscribe to our channel for more fascinating lists, from the top 5 must-visit places to in-depth explorations of top 20 destinations. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to explore more haunted places with you in our next video.